Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It's Sunday, which means it's time for the weekly recap where we both share and openly share and transparently share our buys, our sells, and dividends for the week. And this week and the month of December is a very active month. So you're going to want to make sure you subscribe and hit that post notification bell. So every Sunday you're alerted to the stocks that we're buying, when we're buying, and why we're buying. Fiscal.
Indeed.
Would you like to go on and talk about your transactions for the start of the middle of
Sure.
December?
Sure. So this week, a pretty good week for me as far as dividends are concerned. As you can see, I received a qualified dividend from Walgreens Boots Alliance. Some people say this is a dead or dying company, but that $96 certainly is money that spends. And so I will take that. And also, you might notice that on the 15th, I sold a cash secured put at a $5 strike price for.
Non-reinvested back into Walgreens, right?
No, I don't drip anything.
Okay.
Um, so we sold a cash secured put, received after fees and all that stuff, $27.34 worth of options premium. It's basically free money. And as you can see, I got a qualified dividend from Key Corp. This is a bank. Banks have had a tough year. I'm in the red
Would
on
that
the
be the
position.
same as KeyBank?
Yeah. It's the
Ooh.
holding company that owns
Yep.
Key. Yeah.
Okay.
Now they have recovered a bit recently, so that's nice. And I collect a nice $20.50 dividend every quarter. Now here's Horizon Technology Finance. You can see I got two dividends from them, one regular and one special dividend. So this is one of those monthly dividend payers, but when they're flush with cash, because they're a BDC, they have to pay out 90% of their taxable income to shareholders.
Mm-hmm.
And so occasionally they issue a special dividend, and this is one of those months. So between the two, I received $48 worth of dividends from 300 shares of Horizon Technology Finance.
Speaking of special dividends, Costco announced that they'd be paying a special dividend.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I don't know how much that might be, like $5 or $10, but it's $5 or $10 that I didn't have before. But as I mentioned, and I'm sure if you guys have watched the lives in the past or on my channel, I have not been buying like anything recently, and I'm kind of happy with that. Actually, I'm in a very cash conservation kind of state at the moment. I'm at the largest amount of cash that I've had in the channel's history or my investing journey, really, and it's not even like a crazy percentage of my portfolio. So right now, I'm very happy where I'm at with cash conversation. I'm about $600-700 right now. All right. To start off, I got a whopping 46 cents from S&P Global. I like S&P Global a lot because of their data processing. Basically, if whenever you turn on CNBC, you look at the tickers at the bottom in live feed, that's basically S&P Global at work. Next, I got $7.85 from Target, which I reinvested back at $136. Very happy with that dividend, and I'm also, trimming my losses on Target very fast by the day. I'm not as down bad as I was a few months ago. Then I got $9 from 3M, which I reinvested. Now, this unfortunately it went in too late. I was originally not going to reinvest it, but it did. So I mean, a spade's a spade. I'm getting my cost per share down at the end of the day. So what are you going to do? Then this is a big one, guys. $19.24 from SCHD reinvested back at $73, almost at 1/4 of a share. So I'm very happy with that. Very happy with that dividend. SCHD. Many people say it's mid, but you know that $19.24 is not mid. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Then I got
we
four.
get with that.
Yep, indeed. Then I got $4.57 from Microsoft, which is actually a decent amount for Microsoft. Microsoft's right now, I have like $2,200 worth of it. My largest holding, very happy with that position. Reinvested back into it, but it's ideal. It's not going to do a whole lot at this point, but I'm happy to reinvest naturally and slowly add to my Microsoft position. Then I got $1.63 from Waste Management, quite literally the trash company, and I reinvested that. Then I got $5.28 from McDonald's, Mickey D's at $5.28. Then I got $4.06 from Coca-Cola reinvested. Then I got $1.96 from NextEra Energy reinvested. And then lastly, I got $4.24 from Realty Income. And then it's just been naturally and slowly growing without having me add anything to Realty Income. So very happy right now where I'm at when it comes to dividends. The dividend snowball is rolling, as the kids say.
Certainly is.
Also, another thing that we do on the weekly live is we also look at the earnings for the upcoming week. This upcoming week, we have a few companies that are, worth keeping an eye on. I think the most notable for me, Nike. Nike reports on Thursday. That'll be very interesting to see. Maybe some of the how the holiday sales have been doing. I don't know if that fully updates by then. Carnival also reports, and General Mills that I see. So
I mean,
Jizz.
Yeah, Carnival Cruise Lines is going to be an interesting one because I know they were down. Like COVID was one of the businesses that got hurt the worst by COVID, and they were down massively. And there's a lot of attention on whether they're gonna financially turn things around and actually be a robust, strong business again.
Yeah. FedEx has been interesting too. I mean, if that goes up a lot, that could have an impact on my UPS. So praying for the best there.
Yeah. FedEx. And I think with FedEx, it might be an indication of I mean, how well. Like, I think if they had I don't know if what they experienced during the holiday season will show up on this quarter's earnings. It depends on what period they're reporting for.
Yeah.
But I would be curious to see, how they did during like Black Friday, period of time and stuff when people were doing Cyber Monday, all that kind of stuff.
And then, of course, Jizz on Wednesday reported General Mills. One of my favorite stock tickers. That's all I really see on this week. Nothing crazy.
Yeah. Winnebagos, for those of you that are into recreational vehicles, I think that's the same company.
So this week, Fiscal, is there anything that you're, particularly eyeing up, watching on, or you just kind of, staying put? The hardest thing to do investing is staying put.
Yeah, I mean, I'm being patient for right now. Obviously, there's a lot of volatility lately, and I don't like to FOMO into stuff, right? That just went up a lot lately, and I also, don't always want to catch a falling knife if something has. Now, granted, if I've already kind of determined, done my research, whatever, and decided I have a certain price for something, if it goes below it, yeah, I'll start. But I'm kind of just still shopping around for the opportunities. I am, sort of thinking, maybe add to Alibaba, which I always get a bunch of crap every time I mention them because China companies are scam, communist companies, China, and they're a dividend stock now.
Ooh,
yeah,
4 new viewers.
I know. PayPal still looks pretty attractively valued to me. It's still pretty close to my basis in like that $60 range.
Yep.
I know, honestly, I'm sort of regretting not getting into Discover Financial when I made my first video on them saying that they look undervalued because they popped like gosh, what is it?
In the value portfolio up 25%.
They popped over 20% since I did that, which by the way, people went back to that video and like congratulated me for calling it. And it's like,
me too, Target.
And it's like, that's not, I mean, yeah, I thought it was undervalued, but just because it popped 20% randomly that's not what says whether it was good or not. What says it's good or not is what would be my yearly return 10 years from now or something, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I do like if that dips again, I might be interested in putting my hat in on that one. I'm also pretty interested in maybe getting some Amex if we get a dip on Amex. I like American Express. It's a Berkshire Hathaway company. And also I'm not necessarily like, I would even be looking at Visa in the event that it cooled off a little bit. There's a lot I like.
What price would that be at?
Haven't figured that exact amount out. It just,
We
I
gotta
mean,
have that for next week.
it's a bit, it's a bit high at the moment, but they justify some kind of a premium for sure. I just haven't decided what exactly that is yet for my own purposes. But yeah, I've decided that I'm very, very bullish on businesses that are in the business of moving money.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. So that would be, Visa, MasterCard, Discover, Amex, PayPal, and I even have a little bit of Western Union, even though it's the cigar butt of the bunch.
All right, for me, I'm staying put.
Yeah.
All right, we're at the end pretty much. Everybody, thank you so much. Make sure to check out our lives every Saturday, 8 o'clock Eastern. If not 8 o'clock, always look at the community tab. I'll post the day before. Thank you for watching. Fiscal, where can the people find you?
In the description.
Look for links in the description. Check out the Due Dividend Stocks.Drugs merchandise, Real Men's merchandise.
Real men's merchandise.
Thank you for watching. Due Dividend Stocks.Drugs. And of course, remember, cash
Cash
flow
flow
is
is
king.
king.